Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be part of the Lost Saga MSL. Ugh, running out of breath. Hey! Shout out to those guys. Obviously Stork fans. Awesome. It's good to see guys, the foreigners, white guys like me in the crowd there. Usually get on camera. I'm not sure what's with that. But anyway, awesome. Shout out to you guys. Again, this is part of Lost Saga MSL Round of 32 Group H on Destination between Stork and Forgg, also Sea Shield and Gogo on the opposite side of the bracket. And I know you guys are like, oh, no more TVT, but it's what's happening in the MSL, guys. Just doing what's happening in the MSL. So Group G, of course, all Terran. This Stork's in there, but honestly, I expect Stork to get out fairly quickly. So probably more TVT on the way. Apologies to those who do not like Terran versus Terran. And also apologies if I get delirious during this commentary at any point. I'm not feeling super well. You might be able to hear it in my voice, I'm not sure, but my throat a little bit sore. I think I'm coming down. This morning I felt terrible. I also have tendonitis in my right ankle. Went running like a couple days ago, and I think I was wearing shoes that just were a little bit, they were old first of all, so they're stiff, and they also rode a little bit high up on my ankle. So yeah, now I've got tendonitis, and I think I was trying to pick up the pace a little bit from what I usually do, so they might have been aggravated about that as well. Anyway, on Destination, which I'm surprised they did not kick out. Another reason for the protoss dominance as of late, statistically, PVT, protoss wins 63% of their games on this map. So it looks like Stork starting at the orange at the 6 o'clock position, 12 o'clock position. We have Never as, or aka Forgg as, I think that was the yellow Terran. Let's see if they switch up the colors on us. Anyway, and I think that's because, again, those ramps, or I'm sorry, those highways, as I like to call them, those highways out across the map make it very easy for Protoss to contain a Terran player. It seems like Terran players automatically have to go to the air, and as a result, they just get kind of pinned in and starved out. And Stork going for maybe some cheese. I assume not, though, because this is a two-player map. Might be going just straight up for a gas steal, knowing that it's so important to get quick tech on this map. Just going to delay him even more, and knowing that Forgg's essentially got to go for a seal-in more or less on this map, and it looks like Forgg is going to attempt to go for a seal-in here, and Stork already heading up. Yeah, wow. It's just difficult to hold your secondary on this map with Dragoons and Zealots kind of pouring in. You can get siege tanks out and hold it for a little bit, but then, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, sneaking in, he's going to be able to get that, actually, I don't know if that made any sense, whatever. But able to sneak in, and he's going to run up, and he's going to be able to steal that gas, which is going to delay Forgg's tech even more, and Stork's going to be sure to get the scout out, and I don't think he's going to go anything crazy Zealot. Doing that before even his own gas, or pylon even, it seems like. So really wants to delay Forgg's tech early, and I think Stork's going to feel it here. I expect him to get out very quickly. I do think that he's going to be confident off that win, and he's just going to start playing like crazy. And there's the statistics. Everybody expecting Stork to win. Honestly, I don't think he's going to have any trouble getting out of this group. And no lack to skill to Gogo and Forgg and C. C obviously should go out to the round of 16, not this round. That's just kind of his MO. But it's just Stork, I don't know. I think he's going to start playing on another level. And here's another probe coming across, so maybe we are going to see some cheese, some proxy gates to follow up that initial gas steal. But Stork putting up the pressure quickly here, and we'll see if Forgg can deal with it. Maybe a proxy 1015 gate of some sort, although it's going to have to be modified off that gas steal, obviously. Or maybe a reaver drop fairly quickly, just to make sure that Forgg can't do anything into the mid-game as well. And I like this from Stork. I don't think he feels like Forgg is a better player than him. He's just mixing it up, which is, I think, one of the problems he's had on his prior play. He didn't mix his play up, and as a result, he ended up getting to the finals, and people just adjusted to his style of play, and he ended up getting worked. We saw it especially with the Katrina days, with the with the quick carrier build, and then we saw Flash's anti-carrier build. And then now let's see what he's up to. And I would say last championship, mixing it up is what ended up winning him the match overall. Front door seal's still up, and we'll see if Forgg has the presence of mind to first of all get a scout out rather quickly, because otherwise he's not going to get information inside Stork space, and I do think this is going to be a quick Reaver drop rather than, maybe it's quick Dark Templar, and that's why he grabbed that gas. To delay mines, and maybe hope that turrets come out a little bit later. But I'm going to assume that he's going to go for quick Reaver, and there's that Zealot blocking that front door. Forgg not going to be able to break through. Actually, ooh, careful Zealot! Just trying to, ooh, playing a little bit of a risk thing there. Oh, huge risk game! Letting that SCV slip through. Fortunately, he hasn't planted any of that proxy tech, so Forgg's not going to have any clue what's going on. Second pylon going down. He's going to assume he's going against one base tech here, and that he just came in before the Robo was down, although the timing might be off. There's the Dragoon. So he's going to assume he's actually seeing a normal build. That actually might have been calculated on Stork's part. Weaken the SCV, show him that he's going up against something normal, not anything crazy here. Second SCV scout coming out, so Forgg actually not falling for this. Let's see if he does manage to get into the base with that SCV scout. I assume he's not. And 2 factories going down. So Forgg switching into a 2 factory build, and it's going to be up to Stork to really counter it. And that can be, so it's going to be up to Stork to micro this. Unfortunately, that Reaver is going to be out of position. So usually when you have that out, ooh, SCV scout going to get through again, and he's going to again see that there's no robotics facility in. Let's see if Stork puts down a quick second gate. No, not putting a quick second gate down. So Forgg now knows, well, second Dragoon popping out, but now he knows what he's going up against. This is awesome for Forgg. Beautiful second scout going up. He's seeing that range, but he's not seeing any tech, so he's going to know that there's proxy tech coming. SCV scout finally taken care of. It's obviously going to be a little bit delayed, but what Stork, and you can see a little bit of disappointment on Stork's face. Stork is going to have to use some micro to really to push out of this here. He might want to bring that shuttle back, and just instead of going into Forgg's base, immediately pull back. He might do it anyway, because usually you want to get that scout in with the shuttle no matter what. It's kind of like that dual thing. You kill SCVs, you kill whatever, you just harass, make sure that the Terran player doesn't remain unopposed in his base, but you also want that scout in with that shuttle as well to make sure you know what you're going up against, because you don't have observers, obviously. Anyway, but there's the, let's see if we see the Robo Bay immediately after this. Stork once again kind of examining the area. There's the Robo Bay inside the base. There's no point in not putting it out there, I think, because he knows that Forgg knows that there's some proxy out in the field. He doesn't want to end up losing both his Robo Bay and his robotics facility in one fell swoop, because he knows he's probably going to lose that out into the mid game as soon as Forgg figures out where it is and decides to take care of it. It's going to be separated from Stork's main attack force. But anyway, Forgg both whirling, so probably more vulture heavy rather than anything else. And I think that if he plants some mines in the back of this base, pushing forward with these 4 Marines, this tank, and a couple vultures could be very effective. And it looks like he's going to load up a Dragoon and probably a Reaver. Actually, no, he's going to push up the 2 Dragoons first, and this is interesting. So he wants to throw those 2 Dragoons in first to make sure that Forgg has to stay a little bit closer to home base. Unfortunately, a lot of his attack forces out of position to defend against this tank and other units. So he's just going to load up, and this is going to be damage on damage, and I think Forgg is actually going to end up coming ahead as a result, because there's only that single Dragoon to protect. Oh, Stork very cleverly blocking his front door with the rest of his tech. Awesome. I was kind of wondering why he was building it at that position. He's just trying to create delay tactics and blocking the vultures out, so he's just trying to create some delay while he gets his Dragoon force, the Reaver, and the Zealot inside of Forgg's base otherwise. Wow, brilliant play from Stork, I gotta say. Some probes coming off the line. He knows he just has to defend here, and he's just going to rely on his attack force to do the rest, blocking with a ton of probes. So he's just sacrificing his economy at this stage to get a killing blow on Forgg. There's the SCVs. SCVs up on the Dragoons.